We're all set.
All right. Pat, go ahead and get us started.
Nate, you're missing 43 points per game when you don't have Sabonis, Turner, and Lamb. What's the key to trying to replace that much production, and how much was that a challenge tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge. TJ Warren fits into that group too. We can't forget about TJ because he's gonna be back stronger than ever. Tonight we just were battling a few things like Goga. I wanted to play him a lot more, but he sprained his ankle there in the first, and then you could see he was having a hard time getting up and down there later in the game. So I just had to take him out. And Jakar too. I was really looking forward to those two guys getting a lot of good minutes out there. Jakar it's kind of battling his back, and then with the ejection there. So, but Jakar's a competitor. The guys on this team, we're gonna play better. We're gonna shoot it better. Didn't shoot it that good tonight. Both groups struggled a little bit, meaning the first and second team out there. So we'll keep battling.
Pete?
Yeah, Nate, I know you had limited options, but what went into the thought process behind starting O'Shea? And it seemed like he gave you guys some nice minutes tonight.
Yeah, I've been talking to Justin Holiday lately about, coming off the bench, and he has started for a long time this season. And what's great about Justin is he always says to me, what's ever best for the team, what's ever best. And I was just looking for a little bit of a different mix tonight, a little bit of a trying to get a spark out of it, give O'Shea a shot, put Justin back with that second group, that second group of TJ, Aaron, Justin, Doug, Jakar, they'll be better. So I don't know if I'm set on that, Justin coming off the bench, but just wanted to try some things, give O'Shea a shot to start, and, Ed's still in that starting lineup as well.
Scott?
Nate, to that point, I was going to ask about Justin. If he did come off the bench, or what were you hoping for would change with shifting him with that second group? Yeah, just to get him going. He's, just to try to, get him out and running and some touches and keep that ball moving. He's a good defender off the bench. I tried to use him and Ed on DeRozan tonight. I know you saw. Just to get that, he hadn't played with that group really for a while, just to get him a little bit of that feel back. And like I said, I talked to Justin too. We could go every other game with it. We could keep him off the bench. There's a million things we can do, but just trying to get him going a little bit more and give a look at O'Shea.
Tony East?
Nate, you had some crazy front court injuries and ejections today. So first and foremost, with Sabonis being out today, do you anticipate his injury being a long-term thing that could keep him out for a while, or do you think he could be back sooner?
I'll find out more. I got to talk to him here again. I know he'll be in for treatment and stuff. So I'll see. I'll know more on that. And I think we're still learning on Miles's injury too. So those things that just kind of came about today. Miles was after the game, and Domas was, kind of this morning, but kind of after the game. So we'll see. I'll have more information on it. Okay.
And as a follow-up, this team plays big all the time with one of Turner and Sabonis or both even in there. So when you have to go to someone like Sampson or someone like O'Shea as your nominal five, how much more challenging does that make things for you guys?
Yeah, it makes it challenging, first of all, because, Domas and Miles are very good players, number one, with good size and skill. But number two, we got to find different ways to defend. No matter if you play big or you play small, you just have to find different ways to defend in this league constantly, because teams change, lineups on the floor change. So we just got to keep digging in. We got to keep grinding, got to keep fighting.
Scott?
Nate, do you know the results of Goga's x-rays?
I don't, but I'll find out as soon as I can here.
Anything else for Coach? Thanks, Nate.
Thanks for being here.
Okay, we'll have Karis in about a minute here.
All righty. Go ahead, Pat.
Karis, when you guys are missing as much production as you are from Sabonis and Turner and Lamb, how do you try to replace that production, and how much was that a challenge tonight?
You know, it's the NBA. I said it before. It's next man up mentality. I feel like O'Shea and Goga did a great job. Jakar as well, you know, when he was in there. But I mean, that's just how it is right now. You know, the season is condensed. There's little, you know, knick-knack injuries everywhere. But everybody's going through it. You know, every team's going through something. So we don't want to make that an excuse. We got to play better as a team.
Scott?
Garrett, it's a little different when it's next man up becomes 5, 6, 7 different guys, right? But so what does that mentality become for, especially with you being new to it, but just seeing so many of your teammates go down and you have to look around to see who's available?
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's tough. It's tough. But as players, we all, you know, prepare for these moments. You know, even though, you know, certain guys may not be playing a lot of minutes, we prepare, you know, for every game as if we are going to be out there 30 minutes. So, like I said, I feel like the guys who, you know, weren't used to playing a lot came in and gave us great energy. We just, you know, we didn't have it tonight.
Wheat?
Karis, you guys are obviously banged up and you've been on the road so much over the past month. Now you're home for most of this week, only have a couple games in the next 5 days. Does that come at a good time for this group?
Yeah, I think so. We got to take advantage of these games, though. Like you said, we got a couple here at home. We got to take advantage of, you know, waking up in our own beds, playing in front of our home crowd, you know, getting in our, you know, regular routine. We got to take advantage of these games coming up. I think the rest of it will be good for everyone tomorrow, not only physically, but I think mentally and emotionally as well.
Tony?
Karis, with Miles and Sabonis both out in this game and then Jakar getting ejected, you guys had to go much smaller than you usually do. And since this team usually has 2 or 1 centers in the game, how much different do you feel like it is, or more difficult it is to play when you guys go way smaller like you had to tonight?
Obviously, you know, it's different when at some points in the fourth quarter, it was 5 guards out there. You know, switch everything defensively, just try to get in the lane, knock down open shots offensively. It's obviously tough for us.
Pat?
If you continue to have significant injuries throughout the week, do you anticipate that you and Malcolm, for example, in the backcourt will need to carry and shoulder a bigger load in terms of the offensive production?
I think everyone's going to need to step up. You know, especially Malcolm and I, but I think we're going to need everybody. You know, it's a team game, obviously, and, you know, there's 5 guys out there. Obviously, me and Malcolm are going to do everything that we can to, you know, play our best each and every night, you know, extra prepare, you know, as we do. But, you know, everyone's going to have to play well, you know, when guys aren't playing, and I think we'll be ready for that challenge.
Anything else for Karis? All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Go ahead, Pat.
O'Shea, what's the last couple of weeks been like to experience it from your perspective? You come in not knowing if you're going to have any playing time. Now there's a bunch of injuries and you're starting, and I know it's frustrating to come in a loss, but I'm wondering what the last few weeks has been like for you.
Oh, it's been exciting. It's been really exciting. It's been a lot of learning, a lot of focus, and really just staying with it. You know, every day I attack like I'm going to play, honestly, and that's something that I learned a lot last year. You know, knowing Coach Nate and just the way that he kind of likes to coach. You know, being ready is just one thing that, like, every time there's a game, I just have to do it. Like, I just got to be, like, mentally there. And, you know, if I don't play or if I do play, I know I did my part to be ready for that game. And, you know, the guys have been real helpful in like talking to me and keeping me mentally prepared as well. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of, up and downs, thinking I'm gonna get in or, not really getting in, but it's been real fun.
Wheat.
Yeah, O'Shea, when did you find out that you were going to get the start tonight, and what did that mean to you to get to do that for the first time in your career?
Right before the game, honestly, coach came up to me and told me, but it means a lot. It's showing that my hard work is really paying off. And, the past couple months for me have been really about grinding and, staying down and trying to figure myself out and really working hard. And, it's showing that it's really paying off. And, I'm just really excited and happy, in myself, proud of myself and what I'm able to do. And now it's, only up from here. So I'm just going to keep going, keep working, just do my thing.
Scott.
O'Shea, did you take a moment at all to absorb what you were about to do and being starting and considering all you had been through last couple of years and also without a job for about a month?
Yeah. I mean, I try not to get too amped up because, we had the game to get ready for, but I'm definitely going to go back to my room and scream and call my mom and my daughter and tell them, so I'm going to take that moment now after the game.
Anybody else have anything for O'Shea? Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I'm curious, could you kind of describe what it's like around the team right now, just in terms of heartbreak after heartbreak, right, with one injury after another? What has the mood been around, especially considering kind of the blowout loss tonight?
Yeah, it's a weird place. I heard Miles say the other day, he's like, it's my first time under 500. And, hearing stuff like that, these guys only know winning. So it's weird right now, obviously, but they're real professional. Miles and Malcolm and Domas and all those guys cares. They're real professional, and they attack every game like it's our last. So that's what I really like about them. But it's obviously things that we have to fix, and we're just going to keep doing our thing. From guys that start to guys who come off the bench. We just got to keep being dialed in and try to these next couple of games really try to get these ones and focus on those and whatever comes after that.
Anything else, please? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.